we need to figure out what we want to do with them. All right. So some of the decks that we play are competitive decks that we're looking to optimize and win the most we can with it. Other decks, we're just kind of trying to do a thing. So this deck is playing Storm the Vault here, which says whenever one or more creatures deal combat damage to your player, you get a treasure token. At the beginning of your end step, you have 5 more artifacts. You flip this over. And then this thing makes a bunch of blue mana. And then the idea here is with Mystic Forge and a bunch of mana, we can chain through all these artifacts in our deck until we're eventually down to just Nexus of Fate. And then Nexus of Fate is going to let us cast all of the cards in our deck every turn. Or cast until we eventually kill them with Saheeli or something like that. Is this deck good? Probably not. Let's play some games with it. See if we can. See if we can pop off once or twice. This deck needs Thopterist by Network. I would love Thopterist by Network. That's actually a card I want to see on... Thopterist by Network is a card I want to try out in Pioneer a little bit too. Sure. You can add a Thopterist by Network deck with my tier 3 in. Actually, are these good? Yeah, those are both great, actually, right? Because, like, we go turn 2 egg, turn 3 Psy, Mox, other thing. Storm in, storming off. What is that? What is that burning sensation, chat? Oh, weird. Does the interface not tell me that at all? The interface doesn't tell me that at all. It's a medium interface. Well, they seek our face, chat. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna end well for us. I guess outside of the questing beast here, they don't have a lot else going on at the moment. So like if they don't kill Psy, we can like make a bunch of blockers for a while. Can't block this with the creature's power 2 or less. Okay. Do I exile Nexus of Fate? I can cast Nexus next turn. No, I can't, because I'm guaranteed not drawing a land, right? Oh, I guess I could draw at end of turn by sacrificing 2 artifacts. Is that good, though? Who's got 2 thumbs and a super dead to teamer battle rage? This guy right here. Okay. I gave up killing this, which might be wrong. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another artifact or creature you control until end of turn. So I could turn this into a Mind Stone and then use the Mind Stone to sack it to draw a card. Another steam vents on top. Alright. Are we dead? I think we're dead, right? Not dead on board. I'm going to 1. And they get stomped. Oh, it kills Saheeli too. Vomit. It didn't matter, chat. It didn't matter. How many Aether Gusts are in our sideboard? Only 2. We got 4 Lava Coil. Okay. Okay. I don't know how we're supposed to sideboard. What are we supposed to cut? I feel like it's Fountain of Renewal. The life gain for this is kind of slow and medium. How important is Nexus to our game plan? I have no idea. Not worth it to mill the top card of our deck. Well, that put us dead on board, O'Hare. So I elected to not take the play that put me dead on board. Well, they added an animation to the card they banned. Look at that, chat. They do care about historic. They added an animation to the card that's only historic legal. Yeah, I'll take a 4th land. Historic legal for now. Yep. I would bet that too, Waffle. I would bet the animation was added before the ban was decided. I actually want to play this after Emry because I want my scries to not get messed up. Yeah, I think I'm in for a side. Do we get a second rare wildcard if they ban once one time historic? I would assume no. Is there room for Castle Vantress in the mana base? I don't think so. That's why I'm not playing any. Especially with trying to play 3 Port Town. Trying to play 3 Port Town makes that especially challenging. And I think Port Town is good in that deck otherwise. I bet they'll only restrict things in Historic so that cards are always playable. Maybe? Yeah, I guess that's an interesting thought, right? Because, like, if they ban something in this format, it's literally just gone forever. See, I would normally say, like, I think expecting them to restrict anything is wrong, but I could kind of see that happening, yeah. This card has been aggressively mediocre in every deck we've tried to play it in. There's been a few different people that submitted Mystic Forge decks over time. They've always been pretty mediocre. Juke! Thanks for that brand new tier 3 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. And I think I'm going to give this one 3 chances to pop off before we abandon it for greener pastures. Oh. No, I'm not going to automatically board it out. The idea of the deck is to try and use it to combo. I'm just pointing out the fact that every time we play it in these decks, it doesn't feel good. It got restricted in Vintage, it must be good. Yep. That's definitely how that works. How do I like Historic for? I've been enjoying the format. Both Timur Oko and Yorickfield we've played and they've felt reasonably competitive. And like, the key to enjoying any format of Magic is having a deck that you enjoy playing. This person's playing the red-white Path to Metal deck. We played against them twice earlier today. I mean, it makes defensive tokens tough to play. So like, questing beasts, like, you can go wide around it with tokens fairly reasonably. I don't actually have a red source yet. That's super awkward. I'm gonna be greedy and bottom that. Next turn we'll go Island, Fountain, Crack Witching Well. Rude. Rude. I think this is the only person we've hit more than once today. We're like relatively close in rank, and there probably aren't infinite people jamming Historic at the moment. It's funny that they have Clarion in their deck. That's not a card that we saw when we were playing the aggro deck earlier. We beat them pretty handily with Knights. Not surprised to see them adjust. Wonder how many cards you could unrestrict in Vintage if they restricted workshops? Yes. Yes is the answer to your question. Most of them. Okay. Okay, chat. Mox is even a red source for this. Mishra's workshop is the workshop that they're referring to. Can I ever beat the text on this card? Like, even if we, like, manage to full combo, I don't think we can beat the text on this card, right? This is at the end of your turn if you have 5 or more artifacts. 5 or more artifacts. So if I sack one of my artifacts, I still have 5 or more. I'm gonna have this copy Witching Well.
Genius is as genius does.
And then I'll sack it. And then this'll flip, and I can sack the other one.
Look to the skies.
Look to the scars. All right, we built a Tolarian Academy. We can technically deck them by gaining infinite life, right? Is how we beat this. I would assume. Okay. Okay, don't. All right. This is it, chat. Sweet memes are made of these. Do 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 do. Oh. 6. Okay. All right. Draw. Cast Nexus. Shuffle. Shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle. Are we doing it? I think we might be doing it. So, I want a Psy, right? Or do I need it? I don't even need a Psy, right? Because we can't attack with the tokens anyways. That's true. The Psy would get me more mana. Alright, we'll take the Saheeli so we can get more mana. Oh, I should have stacked it the other way, right? Yeah, I should have stacked it because then the globe would have drawn the Saheeli. The Psy would have made flying tokens too. Yeah, that was a mistake. I messed this up. I also could have used Emry to cast something from my discard pile. Yeah, my turn here was real bad. I did not play this turn well. Yeah, if I'd have played slightly better, I wouldn't have had to tap this so soon. I think we have to stop now, right? Because I just don't have enough mana. We shouldn't be dead next turn, thankfully, and then we can do stuff. Oh, I should use Emry. Yeah, good call. Can recast this Mind Stone. Oh! Oh, I can play the other Storm the Vault and then flip it, draw the thing. Yeah, okay, so we go have this copy Mind Stone.
Some lessons for you all.
Oh, wait. Do I not have anything that can draw here? I don't have anything that can draw this turn. I'm dumb. I messed this turn up a couple different ways. It's okay. It's okay. We're not dead on board. Oh, wait. This can draw. I'm dumb. Shh. It's gonna be okay. Sweet. We got to do it on the second game. Match, chat. See, this is all I wanted. This is all I wanted to do. Now the problem is we can't beat the Sarkin trigger. Oh, we shuffled Nexus right back to the top. Well, that's great. No, this is game one. We can attack with Emrys. They have a flipped tower. Oh, but that doesn't matter. I just need to get back. I need to get a Psy, right? I don't believe we have a way to kill the dragon tokens in our main deck. So we'll cast Nexus. 14. Cast Nexus. 14 mana floating. Oh, look. Nexus is on top of our deck. Wish Fairy is a good suggestion. Yeah, listen, I don't know that we're gonna actually win this match because we're gonna go to time, but I would like the record to reflect that we got to do the thing, so. No, Saheeli only copies my creatures. Don't you have infinite life? We do have infinite life and infinite turns. So in paper, I would get to explain to my opponent how we have infinite life and infinite turns. But on Magic Arena, we gotta keep going. So, because we have infinite turns, we can sack the golden egg and replay it every turn. Is how we have infinite turns. Yes, we can attack with Emry and Psy. Their 1/1 first strike kills our Emry. How? Oh, because it takes 1. Yeah, that's awkward. There should definitely be an alternate win con in here. I don't know. Like, this is a pretty corner case. We do have a scroll arrow for the artifacts. Antiquities War? Yeah, there's a lot of good ones you could play. What are you looking at? Art. You're looking at art. Alright, 26 blue mana floating. No big. Wonder how many turns we can stack up. We need an expansion explosion, something. Oh, we're out of mana. Unlucky. Wait, does this give us enough? I forgot to float. Nope. Oh, wait, and then I can float and then cast another, recast a Mox with Emry. Yeah. I mean, for the people out there that are like trying to figure out other win conditions we can play, like we're gonna win the game. It's just gonna take me a minute, chat. I mean, you're not playing this deck for the efficiency, chat. Nobody's here because we're looking to be efficient, I hope. We have 5 turns on the stack, and my deck is just copies of Nexus of Fate. Wait, this destroys a creature at random that attacked this turn. So if I attack these here, what happens? So their first strike guy gets to kill this. And then this activates to kill Sai. Yeah, but then I have my backup Sai, and I have infinite turns. So the Sai with infinite turns is gonna attack their Sarkin down eventually, and then, oh yeah, look at that, look at that. We didn't think we were gonna get on the scoreboard. Should we quit now? Should we quit? Well, I feel like we should quit while we're ahead. Is there anything other than disappointment waiting for us in more games of Magic? All right, we're gonna finish the match. I mean, that's probably the peak. I would assume that that's the, yeah. What's our clock at? That's the question. It's a good question. People wanted extra win conditions. Take your extra win conditions and get them out of here, chat. I'm just gonna board in 2 Gusts. Let's just try and do the thing again. What is my timer at? That's a good question. Can I not see my timer while we're in mulligan mode? Sure. 19 minutes? Sure. In. Rude. When did they add a timer to this game? It's been in there a little bit for a little while now. They've been there for a hot second. I love the new exile animation. The clocks are way too long, I agree. For a competitive setting, the timer should really be 20 or 25 minutes.
Behold, new wonders.
I mean, they added it when Nexus was a deck. I don't think they added it specifically for Nexus, though. I assume it was something they just generically wanted to do. Yep. Deck was great, Wergy, was the takeaway. 10 out of 10 would play again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cash in this Fountain to draw a card here. I can sack this in the Fountain. That's actually not a bad draw. No, cutting Domri was the only thing. I think we're gonna be too slow. Oh, they're gonna exile the top two. Yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. Or top one.
I like to think fast.
I summon you.
Super dead. I just queued into Esper here and I'm currently showing that my Yarok Field's a bad matchup. Yep. Gobble gobble. Yeah, we hit this person 3 different times today. This is the 3rd time. Hit them twice on the Knight's deck. This is as much of a disaster as one would guess. I would like the record to reflect that we have already comboed. If Jhoira is better than Forge, you draw a card for each historic spell you cast. Really? That actually sounds. What's the full text on it? Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Yeah, that actually sounds better, Marty. Weatherlight Captain. Yeah, that seems super reasonable. I may be a meme, but I'm a good meme. Yeah. Yeah, this card's just been a little awkward overall. Let's floop this back to the top of their deck. You want to hold on to the Mox until you're ready to do something with it, because we have both, we have 2 different cards in our deck that let us, trigger this. Yeah, leave it bottom that. Oh, I'm dumb. I could have played that for free, right? I'm dumb. She went in the Aetherflux Reservoir Storm deck with Sai when it was standard legal. Oh, yeah, now they just get to take her again? That's unfortunate. Alright. Strexel, thanks for the 2-month Prime sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Look at that. It's a mythic I already have 4 of. Who's surprised I already have 4 of it? This like works with Mox Amber too. All right, let's try it. Let's try one with her. See how it feels. Listen, chat, we don't need extra win cons. We don't need extra win cons, okay? It's gonna be fine. Hey, the Ice Hellion. Thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate the quarter of a year. Welcome back. In. Yeah, my rank is actually irrelevant this month. The rewards at the end of the season for this month are the same, are for the same event that I qualified for last month. The ladder only matters every other month. And just to iterate how silly that is, if you didn't catch my tweet from earlier today, between now and December 1st, over the course of the next 10 days, Magic Online will have more large competitive tournaments than Magic Arena has in all of 2019. Very, very abundantly clear which platform gets supported. If Wizards wants this to be thought of as their premier play client, they better make getting premier events on this client a priority next year. Yeah, our opponent's almost certainly playing. Nexus on the other side, too. So I gave up my Mox to get the Emry down, because Emry can recast the Mox next turn anyways. Not a big deal.
I've got it.
Does anybody know if the Mythgard servers are back up yet? Offhand? They weren't. They're not scheduled to be back up for another hour. Sweet, they're up. Excellent. Sweet. Speaking of excellent. If I crack this, I can't do anything with her afterwards anyways, so might as well pass. Yeah, I was mostly debating it if I wanted to. I don't have another historic deck prepared, so I think I'd rather just dive into some Mythgard after we're done today. Oh, Stu, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, playing on MTGO is a little rough if you're not familiar with it.
I've got time.
So this is the deck of the day, right? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. This card seems way better than Mystic Forge, though. I can say that. So I can have this copy Emry. And then I keep the new Emry. And then Emry can cast Witching Well. And then I can play this other actual Emry out of my hand to draw a card with it. We're just waiting on a Storm the Vaults at this point, right? Maybe we're supposed to play more of this card. If we can, like, actually draw it. That's probably the case. Yeah, Mystic Forge sucked like it always does. This card seems great. I'd be surprised if we get another turn here. Yeah, and it can attack Sarkid. You think this deck can be good with some tweaking? Probably not.
Every story is an opportunity. I think you will find my notes helpful.
Yeah, we're just not getting another turn from here. Define good's probably a good question. Negate and Dispute are probably good here. Actually, I probably don't want that much counter magic with them playing Teferi. Just gonna bring in a few Negates. You should probably cut a Nexus for a Storm the Vault. Yeah, that's probably reasonable, Marty. I honestly probably want 4 Storms. This was a viewer submission. Mindstone's a sweet upgrade too. The person that submitted this originally submitted it before Mindstone was spoiled as a new card. And that's definitely a huge leg up here. We've got some ramp here. Yeah, that's free, right? We get to do this, we get to play Mox Amber. Her animation's good too. I missed that last time. Yeah, we definitely just want a bunch of Storm the Vaults.
show remorse, I'll show restraint.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint.
You've never seen anything like this.
Jhoira is an alt-link con. She can attack. Looking for, like, Negate at this point, I think. Auto, always yield when? Oh, we are solidly in exceeds expectations territory.
Genius is as genius does.
Yeah, I think adding this card, let it resemble something reasonable. Oh, I'm dumb. Sure. I'm dumb. Now if their sweeper's probably time wipe anyways, right?
You know what? I'm not done yet.
I do think we just want a bunch of Storm the Vaults in the deck. That's definitely like the only thing I want to draw at this point. If we hit a Storm the Vaults, we would draw through most of our deck. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack. Although I suppose if I attack, I get a bunch of lands. Yeah, I won't attack with the legends. We'll attack with the 1/1s. All right, so we hit a negate, so that's good. Negate's gonna stop us from dying to them next turn, right? Yeah, that's fine. I could cycle some more here, but I think with the negate, that's unnecessary. I want to just leave mana up to interact.
Hold that thought.
Feels historic, man. Feels historic. That one's gotta go, chat. It's gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Alright, probably dead. Banded Pioneer, by the way, yep.
Keep up the pace.
Conceding to a Nexus. If you have Nexus, just cast it so I can concede plays. Thanks. I like how they manually tapped when they could have just cast Nexus. Alright, so this deck felt more reasonable than expected once we, like, cut the bad card Mystic Forge. I think I just want 4 Storm the Vaults. This card also, like, cantrips with the Jhoira out. I don't know what you want to cut, but, like, it's possible. 20 lands is probably right. I don't know. I don't know exactly what you want to do. Maybe you trim some of these Fountain of Renewal, since you don't necessarily have to have a bunch of artifacts anymore. You could cut a Sai and a Saheeli. I could see that. I could also see just like cutting one of each of these. We do have 8 of this effect. That could be right too. There's a few different directions you could take it. You might even just want another Nexus of Fate, so that way you can hit this more often, like once you ramp up. Saheeli's down tick was really good at multiple points. All right, let's try one more with an extra Nexus. All right. It's kind of neat. Let's lose one more. I mean, we're up 4 legendaries from the original list, so like, still have a pretty good density of legendaries. Like, our deck sees a lot of cards game to game. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the God's honest? Jhoira is basically a slow paradoxical alchemist. Yeah, that's an apt comparison, I think. Sure. I don't have any decks for Mythgard queued up. They had a balance patch that dropped today that changed a bunch of stuff, so I don't have anything prepared. We're just gonna kind of wing it. We're gonna be like one of the many other streamers in the world that just like turns their camera on and just shows up. Just do whatever we're feeling. I'll probably start with Big Red, see how that feels after the changes. I think Panic Raider was the only card to change in there, if I recall correctly. Yep. It makes you lose a life when it draws a card. Oh yeah, Wings. I think the Wings change actually makes Wings better for the Big Red deck. For what it's worth. I think the Wings change is actually a net positive for Wings in that deck. The Wings change is worse for aggro variations, but it's better for mid-range decks. Man, I'm about to get cleaved, aren't I? We're just never beating cleave. Just never beating cleave. All right, let's try that. Makes sideboardings much easier without Mystic Vault too, because like when you're trying to play Vault, you like can't board in all these colored cards without diluting what your combo does. And like obviously like Lava Coils and Aether Gust don't draw cards with Jhoira, but they also just like don't brick you off entirely. You have other things that you can do. Sure. No, Hacksaw? Those cards do entirely different things. Can hit multiple targets for stagger. Yeah, on like turn 4. Lava Coil's an efficient removal spell. I think I'm gonna keep her. We kinda need to hit a land, but like, this is also like one of our engine pieces. So like, if we're gonna do stuff, it probably involves this. Ready to get gusted, chat? Feeling a little windy. Red Rover, and work him over. Perfect draw, just like we drew it up. Oh, things we can't block for 100. Alright, I'm gonna try one more. We're not in the percentages yet, chat. We're not in the percent. I believe in us. We were like top 500 today. I believe we can get to the percentages. I believe in our ability to claim the percentages. I believe. In. This is a play till we win stream. No, this is the last one. I don't wanna run too super late, and I wanna do a couple hours of Mythgard. Steel Overseer would be cool to include. Why? What problem does our deck have that you're solving by playing Steel Overseer? What do you cut, and why is that card the cut? Well, that wasn't the land I was looking for, but I guess it's kind of better, huh? Yeah, it's not.
This should be fun.
I could have this copy Mindstone, play Golden Egg. Nah, I'm gonna hold the Mindstone, the Golden Egg for after we play Jhoira. Speaking of Steel Overseer. So I'm gonna have this copy this. And then I can do this, and then I can do this. I don't remember, Wargy. It was like many decks ago. This is literally a free roll, right? They're playing an all that glitters deck, I would imagine. I would assume that's their payoff. Oh, card does is kill us. All it does is kill us, chat. Shouldn't have blocked. Should not have blocked. All right. Got it. All right, we don't have anywhere near enough mana for that, right? I need to, like, draw into... If we hit the Storm Enchantment here, we could play this. I believe we just did. Oh, oh. If we'd have drawn a land, we could have gotten there too. We're 1 mana off. I can't get an extra mana out anywhere, right? Yeah, Saheeli makes, that's why I'm 1 off. So I have 1, 2, 3. Right? God. Just 1 off twice in a row. That's so unfortunate. I think we would have gotten there if we would have hit 1 sooner. I was gonna click submit on the play. Let's just try and do our thing. I think we would have likely comboed there. Because we'd have had plenty of mana the following turn and we had a bunch of legends in our hand. Close. Yeah, this deck, there's no way this deck is good, but you definitely want 4 Storm the Vaults. It's tantalizingly close to being playable, right? Oh, so I can taste it! I can taste the victory! Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is totally a deck like if this format was on Moto, someone would just play like 400 leads with it and eventually 5-0 one of them. And then people would think it's playable. They'll never realize how close to losing they were. This hand is as playable as the deck. Okay. So if we draw a red source under this, and if we don't draw a red source, we have Golden Egg for the following turn. This deck's been much better than it looks on paper. I would like the record to reflect we've made it better since we started. That was not the red source we wanted for Christmas, chat. What was that? Thanks for the biddy, Scooter. Deathrite Shaman control. Given that Deathrite Shaman can't be good, we'll make up for submitting the mono blacklist. Sounds good, Scooter. Thanks for the biddies. I appreciate it. Yeah, the 8 can make red, but I assume we're not going to get 2 more turns at this point. We also don't currently have a critical mass of 1 mana cards, or we don't have a critical mass of artifacts. Yeah, we're just dead. Close the first game, just dead the second. We are a percentage gamer. Meet our way back there. So that was kind of fun. We popped off at one point. We actually popped off before we played the Weatherlight Captain, and I think doing this and playing more of these makes this probably a lot better. The Mystic Forge is really just not good. It's never been good in any deck that I've played it in, and I'd be surprised if it's competitive in formats outside of Vintage. Maybe there's a Legacy deck that wants it.